What's going on, everyone? MikeO back with a Mailday recap. Definitely overdue to show off some mail. Got a nice selection of stuff to share with you. Got a couple boxes of 1951 Topps by Blake Jameson, Wave 3 in. That's a Topps on-demand product. A few raw pickups, some slabbed pickups, vintage, rookies, Phillies. Let's check it out. So we'll get started right away. Should be a nice selection. Start off with a Max Kepler rookie. This is a gold parallel from 2016 Topps, of course, numbered to 2016. Ran into a seller that had a lot of parallels from Topps and just figured I'd pick up a few gold rookies, some guys who have some upside, who are really good players, but don't necessarily get that attention that a lot of players garner now, especially with the influx of investors and flippers and such. But Max Kepler had a really good 2019, 2020, not quite the same, but again, shortened 60-game season. We kind of all know about that, but this one obviously not perfect. Little nick there at the top right corner, but still a sweet card of a very good player for Minnesota. Got an Eric Hosmer, picked up his 2011 Topps. Again, it's going to be numbered to the year, 2011. Hosmer, really good player. Has had a really strong career. Obviously not, someone who's super highly sought after, but did help the Royals win a world championship and could be, part of more big things in San Diego. That team is loaded with talent, should get a little more national attention in the coming years, should be around and, making noise for the next few years, and Hosmer will be there. So jumped on that one and then picked up Didi Gregorius. He's back with the Phils for the next 2 years. Had a really strong 2020. He's been a really good player, and thought it was a neat one there. So picked up a few gold parallel rookies. Grabbed the Spencer Howard Rainbow Foil. The Rainbow Foils look incredible this year in 2021 Topps. Howard could be really good, but he's a pitcher, so you kind of never know what to expect. Got this one cheaper. Definitely wouldn't spend big money on a pitcher, but the Alec Boehm is a little out of reach right now, but that's a cool parallel there. Nice looking card. Bought this Bryce Harper parallel from 2020 Topps. This is from one of the Walmart sets. I forget what the cards aren't numbered, but they made a certain number of sets paralleled with this design. I forget if it's 300. Don't really remember offhand, but thought it was neat. Super affordable, like $1 or $2. Putting together a team set of 2020 Allen Ginter Topps Chrome and doing a refractor set, I should say. So I picked up the Didi Gregorius, so definitely happy to add that one. Have a few more to go, but cool looking set, nice shine. This is a card I basically picked up for the Phillies collection. Howie Kendrick, he spent 1 year, not even a full year in Philadelphia with the Phils, and doesn't have many Phillies cards. I think he had maybe Heritage High Numbers, Topps Update, and he might have been in the Topps retail set, the Phillies team set. They sometimes put in update photo variations in there, but this is from Archives Signature Series 2021. Saw this one pop up on eBay at $99 or best offer. So I clicked the watch button just to kind of follow it. I wasn't interested at that price, but if it was made available at a reasonable price, I would consider it. You have to factor in these boxes, which used to cost $40 to $45, are now more like $60 to $70. You can get one card in it. Anyway, seller offered a best price of $75. I declined, I still wasn't willing to pay that. He eventually lowered his price to $74.99, and then at some point listed it as auction, just I guess wanted to move it, get rid of it, and I followed it, bid on it in the final minutes, and won this card for I think $24. So half the price, less than half the price of a box, and it's a unique autograph. One you're not going to see much. There's not exactly a whole lot of Howie Kendrick Phillies cards out there, let alone autographed cards. So definitely happy to pick that one up. He was a World Series hero for the Nationals. Didn't work out as well in Philadelphia. He played pretty well for the Phils. Did have some injury problems, but just wasn't a long-term answer there. All right, slabbed pickups. We got a 2012 Bryce Harper front leg up, gem mint 10. Got this one for a little under the current comps, and looks even better now that it would cost you $20 to get this card slabbed, plus shipping and such, and an 8-month wait, and, you know, not certainly being guaranteed a 10. So happy with that pickup there. The Harper. Vintage, slabbed vintage, especially low-grade stuff at reasonable prices looks like, look like bargains now, too. Got this PSA 6 1964 Topps Eddie Matthews. At one point, you could get this graded, and at one point, I mean by like 2 weeks ago, could have gotten this graded as low as like $7 through, you know, preferred PSA pricing. Now, you know, you're looking at $20. So nice slab pickup there. Sweet Eddie Matthews, loved 64 Topps, beautiful design. Kind of for the oddball collection, 1986 Topps Tattoos, Mike Schmidt. Only a PSA 5, but it's one of those, you know, the grade's kind of irrelevant. I mean, I guess that better, the higher the number, the better to a degree, but I mean, it's a tattoo. There's there's not really anything that, you know, from a quick glance, it stands out as anything severe, just to get it in case, especially with the current pricing to get things graded. So that's cool. 1988 Topps Big Baseball, Mike Schmidt in a mint 9. Cool cards. They always looked really neat, but they were always just a little bigger. So I remember as a kid, they didn't fit in the binders and such. So that was the frustrating part. But I do like the look of them. And unfortunately, with the recent price hikes across the third-party graders, I mean, I get it. I get that grading has become essential, and grading is incredibly popular, more popular than it was 3 weeks ago, which is more popular than it was 3 weeks before that. I mean, it's just exponentially been growing, especially with the influx of people coming in. But man, it really crushes the collectors out there. It really crushes the foundation of people who helped build the brand with their purchases, and that was set registry collectors and set collectors and team and player collectors. You look at the set registries, that was one of the things that set PSA apart. And, you know, a lot of people out there collected vintage sets that were fully slabbed. And, you know, same with player and teams and such. So it kind of makes most of those cards, like this card, who would ever send this in at $20? It's just not worth it. For $8, you know, you could manage it. So it's just unfortunate, and there's not really, I guess, much you can do about it other than either look for another company or invest in magnetics, top loaders, and soft sleeves. That's an option that I think we all need to consider. Here's a 1957 Topps Johnny Padres, PSA 7. A card I already had, but I had a lower graded one. This one just looked really nice to me. I got it at a price that I thought was super fair, and pulled the trigger on it. So very nice card there. Big fan of 57s. Won this one at auction a few weeks ago. Don't remember the price offhand, but definitely got it to what I thought was a good price, I know. I don't think I even saw comps, but 100, numbered to 100, PSA 9, second year Harper, rookie cup, black refractor. Just think it's a cool looking card. Couple SGC pickups. Actually, let's show off the autograph in the background. The old school PSA DNA blue flip. 1999 Greats of the Game auto Robin Roberts. I think this one was like $13. So just couldn't turn it down. Certainly have enough Robin Roberts in the collection, but it's a cool looking card. And again, sometimes the prices you just can't turn down. This is another card, already had it, repeat purchase, but again, great looking card. A 5 is a solid grade to me for 53 Bowman color, and just won it at auction at a good price. So figure, what the hell, why not? Never mind having some duplicates. Sandy Koufax purchase, 1959 Topps in a 5. Looks great in the tux. And then final one. This is actually fresh in from SGC, so grading submission reveal. 1887 gold coin, N284 Jack Clements in a 1.5, so it's a fair 1.5. So this is a card I bought raw. You don't see these too often. It's for the Phillies collection. Send it into SGC. Thankfully, I didn't wait. I actually had a stack of stuff for SGC, and they just announced a few hours ago a price hike. Similar to PSA, pretty extreme, $25 per card. Now, their turnaround time is going to be exceptional. They've completed their backlog. Their estimated turnaround is 20 to 25 business days. I know a lot of people have been sending stuff recently, have been getting stuff back in 7 to 10 days. This one did not take very long. I would have to look it up. I don't have the date and all that stuff in front of me, but it was certainly at most 20 days. So that was awesome, and I was super psyched to send some more stuff, but at this current price, that's, just not going to happen to a large degree. Now, we'll see. I'm waiting on a call from the rep there, so we'll see if there's any kind of bulk discounts or anything like that that might be offered. But right now, between PSA and SGC, I mean, we're looking at, stuff. Maybe I'd send in 2,000-3,000 cards during the year that has probably dropped to 10 to 50. I mean, a substantial drop. It's just more cards will just go into the top loaders, into potentially magnetics, maybe even binders, rather than being slabbed up for the collection. Certain cards, of course, are well worth it, but it also just means, a little more attention to everyone else. We do have BGS out there. GMA is not one that I would necessarily endorse, but I'm going to actually send them a couple cards just as a test, just out of fairness. I'm sending a few cards to all the third-party graders right now, even if it's just a couple, even Beckett, who I typically don't use. HGA I've been trying to, but unfortunately they are impossible to get into a submission. So, I mean, their slabs look great, but I'm not really sold, quite frankly, yet on the grading. It takes time to work its way up. But I am excited to try CSG as well. Send off a submission to them. So we'll see how they do. They have, obviously, a pretty good track record in the comic world and paper currency and coins and all that stuff. So they are a very big company. So I would expect them to do an excellent job with card grading, but I do think, like others, they will get bombed based on their pricing. They'll probably get hammered pretty hard, and it's only a matter of time before their pricing increases 2 to 3 times. So I'll give them a whirl and probably send some stuff off to them as well. But this is wave 3 of the 51 Topps by Blake Jameson. 13 cards. Essentially, you usually get a set. You have a chance at parallels, but they are pretty tough. So let's see what we get. But the world of grading has been thrown for a loop in the last week here. Definitely some sticker shock. So we got a blue parallel, I guess. So we'll see what that is. Anyway, let's go through the set. We got Derek Jeter. Okay looking card. Cody Bellinger, that's nice. The Big Hurt, Frank Thomas. Mike Piazza. Max Scherzer. Johnny Bench. Phil Rizzuto, Ozzie Smith, Jacob deGrom, Justin Verlander, Christian Yelich, Nolan Arenado, Ernie Banks, that's cool, I like the Ernie Banks, and we got a Cody Bellinger. So the blue backs are numbered to 51, so that's cool. Cool to get a parallel there of Cody Bellinger. I like these. This isn't necessarily my favorite series. I think I like series 1 and 2 or wave 1 and 2 a little better overall. But this is decent. Super excited for wave 4 though. Wave 4, a couple Phillies. We got a Bryce Harper and an Alec Boehm. Purchased autographs of both of them. So those hopefully will be coming in fairly soon for the collection. Might as well open box number 2. I'm sure it'll just be a standard run of cards, but that's cool. I was debating on whether I wanted to keep a full set. I'm not sure. I think I might kind of keep the players slash the ones I like and just sell off some of the extras eventually. Alright, so this will just be a regular pack. So you can already see the back with the Cubs red, which would be Ernie Banks. So pretty good stock. Some definitely look better than others. Ernie Banks. So that's it. It's a little 51 by Blake Jameson. Overall, I thought it was fun. Got some Hall of Famers like Sandy Koufax. Some super old school stuff from what, like 100 and damn near 150 years ago. Little Phillies Hall of Famer action. Man, Dodgers pitchers dominating this. Mike Schmidt. So it's fun picking stuff up. I don't know what I expect for the future of slabbed prices. A lot of people think the prices are going to spike. I don't know about that. I do think when stuff does come out, like 2021 Topps, for example, let's just use it. Whichever player has a breakout year, there's going to be a lot less of those slabbed, I would think. So I think those prices will be very, very pricey. And that might get people to the point where they'll then go, okay, it's worth sending this Joe Adele card in at the $25 rate to get it back because it's a $200 card. And then at some point you would assume that the pop would rise to a degree and maybe the prices would come down. But it's all about what you do on the field. I mean, the population of cards is a little bit overrated. I mean, there's a lot of times where people talk about it and they're like, oh, the pop is so high. I mean, pop of 11,000 of a card seems high, but if there's, 500,000 people who want that card, the pop of 11,000 isn't all that high. Just as if, a card like this, which I love, I mean, I have no idea what the pop of this card is, but if it's more than 5, I'd be shocked. And, I mean, how many people are looking to add that to the collection at a higher price? Probably not a whole lot, but I am one of them, so who knows? Thank you guys for watching, and I will talk to you next time. Have a great one.